gotta get into Life After Lockup on WeTV is the finale, the final straw, okay? Everybody is ending in either a good way, you know, happily ever after, or in a blaze of glory, like all ballistic and blew up, but we already knew that was gonna happen. It's Life After Lockup. Everybody's relationship and shit on this show, okay? And it's very much entertaining. But nonetheless, we're gonna get into it. But before I'm gonna do this quick announcement, we gotta talk about my community page. If you haven't seen it already, we need to talk about making an official name for you guys, my subby, my fam. You know, I feel like there needs to be a title, make it more official. So if you have any suggestions or ideas, go to my community page and drop any ideas over there. You can just drop in the comments section below. I'll look at all of them, and hopefully real soon we will have something, you know, real legit for you guys and permanent, okay? So nonetheless, let's get into Life After Lockup. So we open up with Angela and Tony, okay? Angela is still going to marry Tony after all the mess that he's done to her. It is stupid. We all know Angela at this point is falling in love with this ex-convict that has slept with prostitutes, strippers, and whores at Motel 6, running a drug ring. And I can't believe she still wants to do that. But Tony wakes up, he glad, you know, he thinks it's an accomplishment that he didn't cheat on Angela, but he still grabbed a handful of stripper ass. But he know Angela's gonna forgive him anyways, because that's what she always does. He's like, I know, basically Angela will forgive me for anything. That's a problem that Tony knows, that he could do anything, Angela, and you would still take his ass back. Like, that doesn't make no sense. He should not be able to know or be reassured in the fact that he can go out in the streets and do all the messed up stuff in the world and you will come back and forgive him, because all he got to do is make you some shrimps and strawberries and you're going to take him back. Like, no, I just can't. But she's getting her makeup done. Donna Faye coming, you know, she a real G. I like her. Donna Faye telling her, girl, don't be dumb. Don't you marry this man. You know he's going to cheat on you in 2 weeks. Like, Angela, be smarter than this. Angela told her, look, it's too late, Donna. I done paid for everything. I'm going to marry Tony. I love him. You know, maybe getting married would make him change. I think it should be the other way around, Angela. Like, you doing this so ass backwards. He should change first and then you should marry him. But you want to sit here and play Russian roulette with Tony. Like, I'm not getting it. Donna Faye is so mad. Like, she just looking at her like, my post sister is dumb as hell. Dumb as a box of rocks. And she gonna marry this dude. And sure enough, she did. She walked down the aisle, go down there to marry Tony. He got Andre beside him in his tinfoil teeth and his church suit on. Somebody should have told Andre to get a different suit. I just hated that color. But we see Tommy on Angela's side looking depressed as all get out. Tommy is watching the love of his life marry some ex-convict that's a drug addict and is sleeping with prostitutes, strippers, and whores. And he's like, I swear he looked like he probably had 6 shots of tequila before he came. But, you know, Tony gives his little speech, his little vow to he gonna be trustworthy and love her and be there for her. Like, whatever. He made a point to talk about trustworthy and stuff. When we know you can't trust Tony, he's a liar. He is like a freaking addicted to lying as much as he's addicted to the drugs and the strippers. And then Angela and her little vow talking about, oh, we might not be, you know, together physically, but I'll always be there for you spiritually. And she kind of made a joke about him going back to jail. And she's like, oh, that doesn't mean go back to jail. He gonna do it. Like, you think he not gonna get locked back up after all the stuff he doing at Motel 6? Yeah. But they end up saying I do, kissing and stuff. Tommy's over there getting ready to cry. And they do the reception. The cake topper was cute and funny, though. I did like that. So they cutting the cake, and then comes Tommy. He get ready to do his speech. He holding up his glass, talking about, I love you, y'all gonna work and stuff. But talking to the producers out in the back where the grass at, talking about, oh, I love Angela, and, you know, we might not be together right now, but that doesn't mean it'll never happen. Tommy, read the signs all over the wall. Angela ain't getting with you. Angela enjoys, as much as she be talking about how she hates Tony, all the stuff he did, she enjoys all the fighting. She enjoys all the drama trying to control somebody. And unfortunately, you just too nice for her, Tommy. You know that's a big thing for women. Oh, he just too nice. And women always say that when it's the good guy and they know it's somebody that, you know, will actually do them right. But, you know, you just don't have enough oomph for her. Tommy, that's okay. You ain't got to be Tony, you know, all messed up and a thug and stuff like that. That's not you. But since that's not you, Angela not going to get with you. You just going to have to accept that, man. I know it's sad, but, you know, you just going to have to watch the love of your life be dumb as hell and marry Tony, okay? But 48 hours, all this fairy tale stuff go up in flames because she doing a confessional with the producers, and she like, wait up, hold a minute. And the producer's like, well, let me finish this first before you call Tony. She's like, no, because something wrong right now. So she said, I knew Tony was acting up, so I took his SIM card, put it in my phone. So she puts it in her phone, and guess what comes popping up? Messages from Tony's ass weeks ago at a hotel with another prostitution whore. So then she called Tony like, are you serious, Tony? We doing this again? You think I'm some dumb bitch? And he's like, what are you talking about? I seen the messages, Tony. Don't play stupid. I seen the messages. He get mad, yelling at her about why she took his SIM card. And it's like, nigga, you get mad at her? That's who you get mad at when you the one out here still messing with y'all's relationship? Like, oh, Angela went off. She was still talking about, oh, I'm not going to do this again, Tony. You're not going to play me like I'm some dumb bitch. Like I'm some dumb bitch. And it's like, oh, well, you kind of are, because you just married him, even though you knew all this was probably still happening. Like, why would you not check his phone before you got married, though? Like, that should have been one thing you did. But she hangs up on him and gets up. Don't even finish the confessional part. She's like, I'm not doing this again with Tony. I knew he couldn't do right. I tried to give him a chance to change, and I'm not going to do this no more. So she goes home. She tells him to pack his shit up and leave. He gets in the truck and goes. Girl, how did he get that truck? If you bought that, no, he needs to be hitchhiking back to the hotel. Anything you bought for him, you need to take right back, okay? Go around like the goddamn tow truck, repo and everything, okay? Take all his stuff. So she goes back to the room, changes the locks on her house, talking about how I'm not doing this again with Tony. I tried to give him a chance, but he gonna go back to jail, and I'm not gonna be there for him. I'm not gonna be no dumb bitch waiting on Tony. And okay, we'll see how this plays out. You know, Donna's in the house talking about I told you so. And I'm sure we're gonna see Angela next season back with Tony, because like he said, she always forgives him. And I don't know why. Maybe it's just because she just don't want to be old and let her cat get all dried up with cobwebs. So I guess that's just, she would rather take Tony's ex-convict ass and be at home lonely, you know, running out of batteries for her pleasure. Okay, so as of right now, the locks have changed and Tony's staying at the hotel back with them little prostitution whores running a drug ring, okay? So let's move on to Brittany and Marcelino. I really like Brittany's story. Like, I wish, you know, Tracy had the opportunity to become like a Brittany, but we'll get into her. But nonetheless, Brittany and Marcelino are pregnant right now, but she wants to find out about her previous kids, her 2 kids that she had, you know, in her childhood. Unfortunately, the judge denied her process of trying to find her daughters or her kids, or her daughter and son, I think she had. And it's really unfortunate because they always stick to what, you know, people go to jail for, what they did in the past. And it says neglectful, but she was a teenager when she got pregnant by a man who's a pedophile. He was 30 years old, almost 3 times her age. So yeah, she was on drugs. Don't you think that would probably affect somebody, a minor, who had to go through the things that she went through? And the fact that y'all aren't trying to be willing to see that she changed her life around. Like, when people get out of jail, I just think that there's not enough opportunity for them to be like, you know what, I served my time. I want to change my life for the better. But deep down, the judicial system just doesn't want that. Sorry, it was on my mouth. So, but, you know, she is not going to, you know, give up on trying to find her kids. But they do a gender reveal, kind of find out her and Marcelino are having a boy. Of course, he's happy. He wants a little mini Marcelino running around. So if this was anything, Marcelino, this is a wake-up call for you to give up poker for a little bit. Go get you a 9-to-5 so you have some actual, you know, income coming in, because you done lost 2 mortgages already, buddy. So give it up for a little bit. Go get you an official job. You got 3 kids to take care of now. And he said this was going to be the last one, but this time she got pregnant while she was on birth control. So you need to go get snipped, because your little Puerto Rican sperm is something serious, okay? If she can get pregnant while on birth control, like, either she need to get her tubes tied or you need to get snipped so we don't have no other oops baby, okay? So let's move on to Trent and Tracy. Clint and Tracy, okay? So Clint finally convinced Tracy, his little meth goddess, to go to rehab. She is obviously, you know, stressed out, you know, out there chain smoking and stuff like that. But he's taking her to Texas to go to rehab because she needs it. She needs to get her life better. And every time I look at, you know, at Tracy, you can tell she wants to get better. It's just something, that drug got a hold of her. And you see in her face, like, the struggle she been through, like, look, y'all, Tracy looked like, ooh, goddamn it, okay? Like, Tracy looked like she been through the struggle. And I really do think she could be the next Brittany if she just had that opportunity to. So he takes her to rehab all the way in Texas. The mom called to give her some words of wisdom, you know, just letting her know that we'll be here for you, Tracy. You know, we just want you to get better. And I was really glad to see Alice do that, because at the end of the day, she knows she can't tell Clint to do something. He's a grown man. He's going to do it anyway. So it was just best for her to show support than it was to tell him, like, I told you so. Like, don't try to get back with her. Because it wasn't going to happen. Like, Clint was going to do what he wanted to because he's just that much in love with Tracy. So they make it to the rehab. Come to find out 24 hours later, Tracy done checked herself out, y'all. And it's like, no, like, dang, you just want her to get better so bad, you know, because she realizes, like, she has stuff to work through, and obviously using drugs to cope with that is not going to be the answer. It's not going to get her a healthy life. But 48 hours after her leaving, she checks back in, apparently, and then actually ends up finishing the 45-day program. So if she did, I hope that's a good start for her, you know, 45 days sober. That's something for her, obviously, because she got a problem, obviously, with relapse, and we see that it takes the smallest thing to make her, you know, triggered, and next thing you know, she done took the dog and stole the car and is back off on the streets, and Clint, you SOL once again. So hopefully, you know, this works. She don't steal his car no more. The poor dog, you know, can stay at home, be safe, because I think the next time she take that dog, you might not come back with no dog, Clint. There may not be no Blazer next time, okay? Poor little Blazer, he had to go along with her little meth, you know, trip and stuff like that. I feel so bad. But, you know, hopefully they'll be a lot better after this. Maybe next season we see them, you know, she'll actually be clean and, you know, try to make her life better. So, after that, let's get into Lacey and John. Okay, Lacey, forget you, okay? Forget you. You ain't gonna do my homeboy Shane like that. Like, the way she walked John in the house, he was like, oh yeah, time for you to go Big Daddy here. And it's like, first of all, John, look at the way she treated her husband. If she could do this to her husband, you think she wouldn't do that to you? A nigga who got drug problems and can't stay his ass out of jail? Like, are you kidding me? So now Shane's in there packing his stuff up. John's being an asshole, talking about, oh, look at you. You ain't got nothing. You ain't no man in the house. Got her taking care of you. You ain't even got luggage. You got to pack your shit up in trash bags. And when he said that, though, like, I ain't gonna lie, I fell out because Shane at the exact time was packing his shit up in Goodwill trash bags. I felt so bad. And here Lacey is talking about, oh, I don't want no problem. I can't believe this is happening. Bitch, what you talking about? You put them in the same room together. What did you think was gonna happen? So now here it is, Shane talking about he want to beat up John, but he don't want to hit him, obviously, because they both on probation. But then what killed me was Lacey talking about, oh, I'm scared the police are gonna get called, and if they go back to jail, I'm gonna lose them. I won't have nobody. You won't have nobody. That's your concern? Nobody? It wasn't, I'm sorry, I don't want to lose John because that's whose dick you on right now. Oh, I don't want to lose John. But no, it's because I don't want to have nobody. Can you stick to one person, Lacey? You and your goddamn bubble butt that's about to deflate any second now. Like, I don't know what it is about her and these goddamn lips and this fake ass that these niggas are in love with, because she does both of them so wrong. And here the funny part, y'all, I swear to God, I had a dream that freaking Shane came back and shot both John and Lacey. That was in my dream. I don't know if it was my subconscious, you know what I'm saying? Like, because I be thinking about it, I swear. And I wouldn't want that to happen, no, but like if it did though, we would know why, because this bitch Lacey be playing with these niggas' emotions, okay? Now here it is, John, him are getting ready to fight each other, security's breaking them up, and they go into the kitchen, she all up on him, got her legs wrapped around John, he taking her ring off, talking about, you don't need that no more. She's like, yeah, I don't need that. And she kissing all up on him. He's like, I'm gonna ask Lacey to marry me again. John, you got to be the dumbest mother I done ever seen. You watching her throw her husband out. Somebody she married, she claimed she was so in love with, that cheated on you with. You didn't even know Shane existed until the day you got out. So, like, she done fucked you over so many times, and you relapse because of her. You think you're not gonna relapse again? Like, I can't. It might be all good with y'all now, but give it a week and a half. You'll be back out on the streets, okay? And then your sister gonna go have to pull up on Lacey's house and beat her ass up because she don't like that Lacey keep playing with your emotions like that. Your sister's gonna watch this back, John, and be so pissed off. She gonna beat Lacey up. I will be here every minute of it, unfortunately, because Lacey is wrong. She ain't shit, okay? Now, Polo Shane, he don't got nowhere to go, so he gonna go to a hotel for the night. But he thinking about the kids and stuff. He's like, you know, I grew close to the kids. They call me dad. Now, here's one thing, Lacey, how you gonna explain that to the kids? How you gonna explain to them, oh, Shane was here one day, now all of a sudden John is back? Like you can tell she's not a woman who really think about her kids when it comes to the fact that she messing with all these men and running them in and out her house. And you got a daughter, so if she's seeing that, what you think she's gonna raise up, grow up to be like, like another Lacey in the world? Like, I can't take that. But just to watch Shane still talk about, oh, I'm still in love with her. I want to work things out. She want to blame it on the fact that he cheated. Girl, he's 20 years old, fresh out of prison. You think he's just going to go right back into locking himself down to one girl? Like, no, he got drunk, had a sexual thing, but you was playing with his emotions. You had an emotional affair on him. You were still messing with John. Like, girl, you was not innocent in this situation. You're not going to put all that on Shane. You're not going to do that. That is wrong. Lacey, you're going to watch this junk back and realize how effed up you were. And, like, we know 2 weeks from now, she's going to go back to Shane. She's going to bounce from both of them, and John probably knows it. Either she going to keep bouncing back to one of them until one of them go to jail. I think it's going to be John first, if you ask me. John going back to jail because he going to relapse because of that girl. Watch. He think he all big and bad because he got a job. But then when Shane brought it up in the room, when he was like, man, look at you. You ain't even got no job. But he does, first of all. But then secondly, he's like, man, you ain't no better than me. You on drugs and stuff. You selling drugs. He said, that's okay. You can try to judge me from my past. He said, your past, nigga, it just happened. I feel like when he said that, he said, your past, it just happened. I said, right. Shane got it right. Fool John, you just got out of jail 2 days ago and just was on drugs selling them. Like, bro, the fuck? You ain't no better than me. Lacey, John gonna be beating your ass next week. What you gonna do then? Go running back to Shane saying, babe, I'm so sorry I messed up. Like, I can't with you. But we gotta move on to another person who ain't nothing. Let's talk about Andrea, y'all, because Andrea gets on my nerves. Andrea is now pulling her kids into the situation with LA and everything, got them voting and stuff. Like, girl, I can't. The daughter is in the living room like, this is so messed up, like, because my mom and Lamar can't figure it out. Now they're trying to make us be the decision maker. So they put names into a hat. They want to go to LA or Utah. And Andrea's over there with the Bible in her hand crying, talking about, oh my God, I'm raising a black son and he's going to get killed. And LA has drive-bys. Okay, Andrea, I know you feel like because you hang out with all these white people that you are in the inner crowd or whatever. But you and your little bougie ass ways need to understand. Michael is a black kid, whether he's in LA or Utah, okay? And moreover, he in Utah with all white folks. So you think they ain't gonna pay more attention to him in Utah than they would LA? At least in LA, there's a variety of folks, you know? And if you ask me, Tennyson can use a little more, variety in his life, okay? He needs to understand his black side a little bit more, okay? So they decide to go to LA. The daughter wants to go to LA. She wants opportunities for her dancing and stuff like that. You know, Lamar has his school, his business stuff, and Andrea wants to be all talking about, oh, well, we go back to the ghetto. And it's like, girl, don't do this to your kids like that. Like, you wanted to marry a man. You wanted to get with a thug at that. So now you got to live in this thug-ass neighborhood because that's what you wanted. You sought out Lamar, and you confused because now you got this hard-ass dude. Where you think this hard-ass dude came from? Where he grew up, in a hard-ass neighborhood. So that's where you got to go. But from what I saw the last time, it didn't look like they lived in, like, a bad part or neighborhood. So I'm not understanding why she's making this big-ass deal that, oh, they gonna go right outside and get shot. Yes, LA is bad, but just make sure y'all find a good location. And, you know, it's not going to be as bad as you think, Andrea. But then I guess they would have a fourth kid. So she tells me his little semen count. I guess Lamar is good. His little swimmers are swimming. And so I guess maybe next season she will be knocked up with the fourth kid, which I absolutely don't think they need. But at least this time they got pregnant in a bed, you know, full of love and spirituality, like Andrea likes to put it, instead of a janitor's closet. Okay? So last but not least, let's get into Michael, Meghan, Sarah, and that old ass bitch Maria. He ends up going to Meghan right after he leaves New York. Meghan's at the studio. I don't know what he told Maria, but I don't even know how he made it to Texas. Who paid for that flight, Michael? I'm sure Maria did. But he goes to Meghan, and she obviously, y'all, the song that she was singing actually had a nice little ring to it, a nice little vibe, okay? She's talking about, oh, they call me a home wrecker, and oh, when life gives you lemons, make lemonade. But she was having her lemonade moment, okay? But she goes outside, and she starts questioning Michael, like, why you ghost me? Where you been? He like, man, I just needed to, you know, I got a new woman. Her name Maria. She like, you in love with her? He like, yeah. So she's like, okay, but you talking about you ain't got no time for me, but how you got a whole nother woman? Like, Michael, you can't tell Meghan, oh, I ain't got no time for a relationship, and then be in a whole ass relationship. And then he tried to put the fact that he didn't have enough time for her on his kids. You don't see your kids, Michael. Your Michael's the, what? How you blaming, oh, I ain't got time because I'm with my kids trying to figure out things with Sarah. The fuck you are. No, you not, Michael. The way he lies so easily is a problem. Like, he is the definition of a fuckboy. So now Meghan's like, I'm done with this. I'm not going to be your toy no more. I'm not doing this. You're not going to play me like I'm some yo-yo. And then Michael had the nerve to sit there and say to Meghan he wanted to still be friends. No. block his number, Meghan, and run the other way. Do not let a nigga be in any type of contact with you, because all he's gonna do is run back to you when plan A, B, and C don't work. Okay, Michael got him always a plan A through E, because he needs that many bitches to live his lifestyle because they pay for it. I don't know how this man makes it halfway around the world every time when he ain't got no money. He still ain't got no job, okay? This man ain't shit. Every time it comes time to see his kids, he running the opposite direction. He didn't even see his kids when it came time to leave New York. So now he want to be in Miami on the beach making videos for his pretty girl. Oh, pretty girl, I miss you. Okay, you would be able to take your kids there if you act like a real goddamn daddy. But then Sarah at home crying and stuff, talking about, oh, the last straw is when he didn't come see his kids. It wasn't the last straw when he didn't see him the first, second, or third time, when he got out of jail the first time and then ran behind Meghan's Cocoa Puff-shaped ass, or when he decided to go leave with Maria. That wasn't the last straw. Or was it the last straw when you said you're going to bring him down for Father's Day? He said he's going to come when you paid for the flight and he still didn't show up. Like, Sarah, as much as Michael is the problem, so are you, because then you also are enforcing those emotions on your child, and she's picking up on that. The fact that she's 4 years old, and if she did say, oh, is my dad dead? Why won't he come around? Like, that's an issue. Like, that girl needs to be in therapy as soon as possible. Maybe not right now. She's a little bit young, but she needs to figure out a way to talk about her emotions, because at the end of the day, that daughter knows that her daddy is absentee. And if you ask me, I think she needs to give Michael an ultimatum. Say, look, either you're in or you're out, but you're not going to be coming back and forth. So decide, if you want to step up and take the responsibilities, then be in all the way. But if you can't do that, then back the fuck out and go run off with Maria in the sunset with that little old ass salsa paste can shaped ass with her mustache, and go and run off, do y'all's whatever y'all doing to make money. I'm sure it ain't legal, but nonetheless, you can't do this back and forth shit, Michael. But then kill me because Sarah taking a pregnancy test. Now, bitch, okay, why weren't you using protection with Michael when you know y'all fertile? Like, don't you dare have this third kid, because it's not gonna keep him. The first two didn't keep him. And if you are selfish enough to put another child through that, Sarah, if you pregnant, Sarah, I'm not going to say it, but you know what needs to be done. You know it needs to be done. Be grown woman about it, and do not be, Lord Jesus, take the wheel with Sarah. I swear sometimes I just want to karate chop on her throat, because she be acting dumb. You choose to act dumb in the situation when you know who Michael is. You know exactly what type of nigga he is. He a fuckboy, and he's always going to do that. And then he was talking about, oh, my life, I got to drop all this baggage and, learn to, leave the turmoil and stuff like that. I got to make my own way. Maria's helping me do that. The fuck? And Maria's dumbass about, oh, I trust Michael. She got him already tatted on her, and she says, oh, she got his passwords and stuff. Girl, he got 2 phones. He Kevin Gates. And they want to be all lovey-dovey on each other. Like, Maria, you're going to be next pregnant, dumb, old ass. Like, I can't. But that's where the episode ends. I really hope Michael can eventually get it together, because this is quite sad what he's doing to his daughters. But that was the season, y'all. Y'all tell me what you think about the couples. I appreciate you for tuning in. We will be back for another season when it comes back on, and your girl definitely will be talking about it, okay? So don't forget to follow me on Instagram and Twitter, and be sure to like this video, and I will catch you guys on the flip side. Deuces.